Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
What's happening? It is Monday. We record our podcast on a Monday. It comes out on a Tuesday. But luckily for you guys, we have a new segment. Relatively new. Pregame, for those of you that are new to the concept, it is 10 minutes of fun. It's a precursory conversation of larger things to come on the full episode, but also a chance for us to answer some of your guys' questions, which are awesome. And we always appreciate you guys asking them. They induce great conversations, and we appreciate your support. I'd like to thank the Academy. I mean, am I accepting an award right now? We only have 10 minutes, Charissa. Get to it.
It's over.
Erin Andrews, week 1 is in the books almost. We have Monday Night Football, but here's our first question from Chixie Hixie. What was your hell yeah moment of week 1 or your oh shit moment?
Well, my hell yeah moment was we were in Minnesota, US Bank Stadium. And I don't know if you've ever been in Minnesota, the new stadium there, but their open is awesome. You've got the horn blowing, you got the Skol chant. It's really, really cool. And you're like, this is freaking great. I love it so much. The oh shit moment is when Aaron Rodgers was hit. He was kind of sandwiched. Offensive lineman goes in the tent. We're now looking at him and we're like, ah, shoot, did we lose another quarterback? And I think my oh F moment was when we lost Dak last night, because that kind of changes around a lot in the league. What about you over there in the studio?
Changes a lot of your schedule, as we know that you end up with a lot of Dallas games as they are America's team. So we'll see how that works out. What are we doing? We're doing first hell yeah moment. My hell yeah moment was just sitting on the desk. I feel like this has been a long off season, short but long, in the sense that we've been talking about the season starting for so long, and a lot of different things have happened for me professionally and personally. I was just so freaking excited to be sitting on that desk and back in studio. Fox got an incredible new studio next door. Like, there were all these people there, like, checking it out, whatever. So that was awesome. My oh shit moment. What a wild first week. I mean, you've got, I lost a shit ton of money I bet on the 49ers beating the Bears because, shit, there goes the bank account week 1 deficit. It's never good when you check the bank account balance on my app and it's in the red. But I liked it. I don't like losing money, but I liked that there was a little bit of parity in week 1 with the Commanders winning and the Bears winning. And so many games came down to field goals. Kickers. You got one job. I can say this. Our new teammate, Sean Payton, as it was like some of the games were going back and forth, he was like, I hate kickers. I started laughing. I was like, dude, you're killing me. I know, but it's like, I feel bad for like the offense in this case, where it's like you drive the length of the field and you're like, dude, just kick a 26-yard field goal. So that was my question. You're next, babe.
Okay, Mars Coach Embry. Full face or makeup free on the plane? In real life, I am makeup free on the plane, but unfortunately for us, we are trying to desperately make a flight. I barely have time to change out of my really uncomfortable loafers that I was wearing yesterday. So I'd rather be in spandex and a sweatshirt than worry about getting my makeup off. So unfortunately, a lot of times after games, I'm full face and I pay for it the week after. What about you?
2 things on that. The shoes look great though. So that should be, I'm going to write this down for our full length podcast.
Me
Is it
too.
worth it? It's called, Is It Worth It?
So good.
The makeup thing, I woke up this morning. I've been on this new medication that actually has really helped my face a lot from breaking out, but I got one in the middle of the cheek. Weird, probably from the makeup, but I keep it on. A hard one. Yesterday, I kept it on all day long because I just went straight to do highlights. But normally, I'll wipe it off after the first show because no one needs to sit there for that long. Here's the question, though. Where are you changing? Because are you going into the bathroom to change at the airport? Because sometimes when I'm traveling, I'll stay in that outfit if I have to get to the airport, get through security, or the... Where are you changing?
We'll get, you know what? That's a good story. We'll talk about that in the long run. Writing it down. Where are you changing? Great question.
Good point. Okay, next question. Gator Gal 422. As a kid, did you and a sibling ever lie to each other to keep them from getting in trouble at home?
Lie for each other. Yep. No, I told my parents on my sister. What about
That's
you?
Right. You are a tattletale. My brother and I opened up my mom hid all of our Christmas presents in her closet. Not a good idea. My mom had this weird obsession with the same color wrapping paper. Each year had a theme. It was a green tree, a blue tree, a red tree, blue tree. Like, what are you doing with the blue tree, Kathy? Weird. But she used all the same wrapping paper. So we unwrapped all of them and then rewrapped it with the same stuff. And I kept the secret. My brother and I never told her. Kathy, if you're listening, sorry. I really wanted those little cowboy boots, though. I never got them. And that's why even Christmas morning, I was already crying because I knew I wasn't going to get the thing I wanted. I know. Next.
Okay. Erica Rini 13. Do you get recognized in public much? CT?
I will say this for Erin. I've been with her and she's gotten Giselle. She's gotten, who else do you get? It's another model chick.
So many models.
No, who was the one? We were in Vegas. Anyways, yeah, I've been with Erin and she gets recognized a lot. And she's very good about it, about downplaying it all, self-deprecating. She's very good. She's like, wow, I'm surprised you recognized me with this zip. She's very, very good at downplaying it, but she gets recognized a lot. No one cares what I'm doing. I'll tell you where I get recognized.
Shut up.
I get recognized more in Seattle for the car commercials. Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah.
It was Cindy Crawford. It was more for the car commercials I did. You want a Kia, Mazda, or Chevrolet? Come on down. So yeah, that's
what do people say when they see you?
Hey, you're the car commercial girl. My dad's so proud.
Aw.
Next, this is from AJ Hoff 9. Have you ever tripped or fallen while on air? I like that one.
I haven't on air, but again, back to the loafers. We'll discuss them in our longer podcast. A lot of tripping yesterday. This girl apparently doesn't pick her feet up. My biggest thing I'm worried about is a lot of times at halftime, a coach likes to run. Pete Carroll's a runner. Matt LaFleur, thank God, didn't run yesterday because my loafers were not going to allow it. McVay's a runner. Kingsbury's a runner. I always make the joke like, well, guys, don't run too much. My bra's not that supportive. I don't say that to the coach, but obviously I'm thinking it.
Yeah.
But yeah, when they're a runner, that's my biggest fear is that I'm just going to eat it. What about you? Because you're in studio, like you're in a heel. There's a lot of walking and talking. I'm afraid I'd fall right down.
Yesterday, people always think like I'm crossing my legs because I have to go to the bathroom. When you're standing like straight with your like on the field or wherever we stand, it's more comfortable for me to cross my legs and like put my weight into like one hip or the other. And so with those tight pencil skirts, like I would go to like uncross my legs and walk, and I've kind of like stumbled, but nothing ever too bad. Not a Jennifer Lawrence at the Oscars, which is like one of the many reasons we love her, because she's going up to accept her Oscar and she falls, which she can do and no one cares. Next up, babe.
James or Jamie Stam, do you still get nervous? If so, what part of your job makes you the most nervous? Yes, I was about to vomit yesterday for our open. You work so hard all, week to get ready. You do all this interviewing, reading. You've been practicing. You just did a run through and you just don't want to screw it up in your first 15 seconds of the game. I literally thought like 2 minutes before, what if I just blank out? Like that would be fun. And I'm like, why am I thinking like that? And then guess what? The game before us ran long, so we didn't even get a friggin' open.
I was wondering where you were because I do the highlights after my show. And so I always get so excited to see you. And every time you come on, it's as if I don't even know that you're working that game. I'm like, everyone, look, it's Erin. But I was wondering why you weren't on that early, but then I saw you later and you're glowing. Okay.
Thank you.
Ryan's
do you still get nervous?
I'm a little bit different. I mean, in studio, I have prompter for lead-ins and tags and stuff. So
jealous.
I mean, there's time, it's not prompter for everything. I don't know. I think I get less nervous because it's also not just me. I'm with you have your team, but they throw it down to you and it's just you talking. I think that's a different situation. Not to mention you've got crowd noise and all this other stuff. Mine's a little bit more isolated. So here's the last question, which will be thing you miss most. Oh, this is going to be for you because you did it more than I did. Thing you miss most about college football reporting, from Natalie Emmerich.
I miss Herb Street and Chris Fowler and Mike Tirico. I had such a good time with those guys. They were kind of just my foundation in sports broadcasting. So I miss my friendship and working with those guys.
Yeah, I love it. I was only doing college football for a little bit. I would just say the college atmosphere of a jump around from Camp Randall, the big house, the horseshoe. The NFL has atmospheres in certain places, but it's prevalent everywhere in college football, whether you're the number one team in the country or the worst team. So that's it. Check out our full podcast. We apparently have a lot to talk about over there. It's week one in the NFL season. We break it all down on our full-length podcast.
Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.